volunteer has selected as pulling it out of the Jar of Fate. And the Jar of Fate has decided we're going to be here at the Horror Convention Arena. And what a very delightful place it is, I'm telling you. And what a match we have to start off with. We're going to find out who the #1 contender will be for the BA Championship. And let's take a look at our competitors here. Ash Williams, Freddy Krueger, Predator, Leatherface, Stephen King, the king of horror himself, Pennywise the Clown, Chucky, and Pinhead from Hellraiser. So this should be interesting. And oh yeah, this is a very delightful little arena. Very pretty, I guess you'd say. If you're a horror fan, this is right up your alley, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take us in. This is a melee, ladies and gentlemen, so the rules are simple. Throw your opponent over the rope. Both feet hitting the ground. Last person in the ring wins. Kind of simple, right? I thought so. And Predator nails Ash Williams. He's getting hit all over the place. And isn't it interesting that Stephen King and Pennywise have paired off and duking it out in the corner as well, as Leatherface and Pinhead are duking it out. Freddy, former #1 contender and a former BA champion for a short blink, as his current proteges are the current Universal Tag Team Champions. Predator sends Ash Williams all the way to the ground as Freddy is beating up on Chucky, the smallest guy in the ring. Well, smallest doll in the ring. Chucky, however, is trying to make a comeback for himself in his newest movie. But as well, ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, there's going to be a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie coming out, a new Friday the 13th movie coming out. There is, yes, a TV series coming out for Child's Play. We just saw the new Predator movie come back. Ash Williams is not coming back as in Evil Dead. However, he is making appearances everywhere, hopefully. And of course, Pinhead, the Hellraiser. There's always movies from Hellraiser coming out. Oh, there goes Stephen King, courtesy of Pennywise. Stephen King's gonna have an early night. I don't think he's too happy about that. Pennywise dancing and celebrating, as Predator looks to get rid of the clown, as he's not a fan of dancing. They do not I've always wondered what planet the Predator is from, where they go around and they hunt for livestock of other planets. I'm curious, has the Predator in Pennywise ever locked it up before? We all know that, those guys who don't know, Pennywise is a celestial being, and as Freddy has eliminated Chucky. But I'm curious to know what kind of, if there is any kind of history between the Predator and the Pennywise. As Pennywise, we know, is a celestial being, like I said, so he comes from outer space somewhere. Freddy could care less where he's from, because he just sent him back to wherever he came from. But don't worry, he'll be back in October for his next movie coming out, as It Chapter 2 comes out, which I'm very excited for, to be honest with you. I was a big fan of the first one, hence, Jackson R. Scott was offered an opportunity to be on our show, and he's here. In fact, these guys are right now competing for a chance to meet him in the ring for the BA Championship, as he has turned back every single challenge that has come his way. He did lose the title for like a week, and then the next opportunity he got his title back, and then defeated him again. That was Jason David Frank, who defeated him, and then from there on, then he has turned back all kinds of very impressive challengers, and impressing us week by week as he still grows. I think it's only a matter of time, safe to say that it's only a matter of time until the rest of the losers join us from the Losers Club, which, all honesty, they're all doing very well for themselves, and it was a huge hit. Are they really losers? As, by the way, Ash has eliminated Pinhead, and there was also some other eliminations done as well. And we're down to the final 4 already, if I believe so. Leatherface, Freddy, Predator, and Ash Williams. This is the only show you'll ever hear any of that. I know there's been speculation of dream fights in Hollywood, and there's Ash Williams is gone courtesy of the Predator. I guess we're going to see that again, huh? Yeah, that was a long way to drop by the Predator. See you later, Ash. Ash, you can see it in Cherry Hill, New Jersey at the Monster Mania convention. He'll be there. As will Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, in the ring right now. And he tries to get rid of the Predator, who had his eyes off of Freddy. Wouldn't it be interesting if Ash pulled him off from the other side as Leatherface is getting up, and he's measuring whoever doesn't pay attention, which is Freddy now. Be careful, Freddy. You got Leatherface behind you. And look at this. Leatherface, I don't think, really cares about whoever is in the ring, but he goes after the bigger guy, which is kind of interesting to see. Oh, Freddy, he caught Freddy posing. Yeah, I don't think he liked it very much as he throws Freddy halfway across the ring. You know, Leatherface really hasn't had much of a... I mean, he's had opportunities. He's been in matches before, but we never really had him in this type of opportunity where he could actually go for a title. That would be kind of cool if he did, right, folks? There is still Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans out there, I'm sure. Leatherface is still a very popular, iconic character. He would be the fourth wheel, I guess, in the Holy Trinity of horror villains. Of course, the Holy Trinity make up the Horror Connection on our show. Freddy's two corner power. Oh my! Leatherface pulled the thing down. It's gone down to Leatherface and the Predator. So the guy from outer space versus the guy from backwards Texas. I guess you'd say. Uh-oh. And the Predator. What a nice maneuver right there on Leatherface. This is the first opportunity these guys have had a match with each other. Very impressive. So one of these guys will challenge poor Jackson Robert Scott. But I say poor, but I wouldn't say that so much, considering the kid is impressive, folks. Just because he's smaller and younger, don't count him out. He is tough. He's done some very impressive things. Oh, and Leatherface is bringing people all over the place. We're here from the hospital, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, to cheer up these fans, and they're loving every minute of it, I'm sure. This poor woman is sitting here with pneumonia, and she should be in bed somewhere, but instead she's here watching it with about 50,000 other people here at this huge hospital arena. It's very impressive. Now, granted, this is a hospital, so not everyone can make a lot of noise, but I guess there you go, folks. It goes to show you, we got fans everywhere, and these live shows we've been doing have really been doing pretty big things, as Leatherface almost takes the Predator's head off, by the way, here in the Horror Convention Arena. And there is a bear hug and a over-the-head, belly-to-belly suplex by Leatherface. Leatherface now stares a hole through Predator. Predator gives him a shot to the chin and a kick to the gut and a DDT. I think when they stared at each other, perhaps Predator decided to kick things up a notch. Looks like he's getting ready to make lunch, take a toll off of Leatherface. Nope, Leatherface puts the brakes on, and he stops them again. If you guys have played Mortal Kombat XL, you guys know that this is an actual match they had. Oh my, pile driver by Leatherface to the Texas pile driver. Get it? Ha ha ha, funny. To the Predator. The Texas chainsaw pile driver, I guess, folks. And Leatherface is about to be eliminated. Maybe not. Predator is tough. And Leatherface is also tough. They're both pretty equal in size. Looks like Leatherface might have him by a few pounds. But I guess we don't really know, considering who knows how much the Predator actually weighs. If anybody knows what the Predator weighs, maybe you know. I don't know. As Leatherface kicks the Predator in the gut. Get ready for the next match, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my! And Leatherface wins. And with that, Leatherface is your #1 contender for the for the Badass Championship. Who's Jackson Scott worried for? Is anybody worried? I think he's got some challenges in his hands. Excuse me, folks, as I update our brackets. As Leatherface is going to be down the road getting an opportunity. All right. Not pretty to look at, folks, but that right there is a gentleman who will be the #1 contender for the BA tag team, for the BA championship. Jackson, watch out, he's coming. All right, stick around, more action coming your way.